Okay then, hello. Today is going to be a video on every single David Bowie movie ever made. Now, in the coming weeks I will do ones on all the albums, all the eras of tours, like all the tour eras from like Earthling, Reality, all those eras. And I will do those. But for right now we're going to do all the movies, all the David Bowie movies ever made. Okay, so, firstly I want to talk about this shirt. This shirt has significance to me. It's a special shirt. It matters a lot. And that's because, not only just because of what happened in the last couple of months, but because the reason it's so important is because last year, well, I got this shirt by chance, by literal sliver of a chance. We were in the store, and we were about to leave the store because it was like a mall type whatever, and I was just leaving because they never really have anything decent in the store. They always have shirts with like stupid stuff from nowadays, but obviously me, with my crusty self living in 1974, they don't have anything that I want. So I was about to leave, and then just as a millisecond slish past the aisle, I was like, what is this I see? So I turned back around, and of course right there, it was a David Bowie shirt. And it was good because it was a couple days after my birthday. The Black Star video had just come out, and everything was just so happy and exciting and happening and whatever. So that's why this shirt is so important, and it just has a little bit of lyrics to Rebel Rebel on it, and that's why I like the shirt so much, and it's special and important. But that's all, so now on to the next thing. Okay, so of course we're going to review all the movies, but I only have 3 movies, but that's not because I don't want the other movies, that's because I have paid for these movies myself, and now, it costs a lot to buy movies and stuff. Plus, with as many albums as I have, movie budget is album budget, movie budget, all the budgets, so that's a lot of money. But the 3 ones I do have are the Reality movie, because Reality was my favorite album, next to Diamond Dogs, so I have the Reality movie. I have The Labyrinth, of course, an essential crusty dusty movie, and I have Gunslinger's Revenge, because this was like $2, so I was like, okay then. But the movies and albums I'm gonna get, obviously the Ziggy Stardust motion picture, I'm gonna get Merry Christmas Mr. Lawrence, obviously, and then I'm gonna get the album Pinups, because obviously that's the one I always wanted, so. But for now, we're going to do a review of every single movie ever made, and yes, I have seen every single movie. Now, in this review, I'm not going to include movies like The Virgin Soldiers, because that he wasn't really in it for more than 2 seconds, so it doesn't really count to me. I'm not going to include the animated movies like SpongeBob and all that, because that's for a different day. I'm not going to include things like documentaries like the Ziggy Stardust movie, because that's like a concert movie, more like a concert than a movie. And then I'm not going to include things like Sound and Vision, the documentary, because it's more a documentary, or like 5 years, because that's more a documentary than a movie. So I'm just going to do like professionally made movies that are actual movies. Okay, so now obviously the first movie was The Image. Like I said, came out, well, I didn't say this, I made a new video about it. It came out in like 1968, 1969, 1967, and I didn't check because I'm a lazy hobo, judge me, but I forgot which year it came out in. But anywho's, so it's a cute little movie, and it has very, 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 very early David Bowie era David Bowie in it. And this is like just right after he just changed his name to David Bowie, blah, blah, blah. They had made Love You Till Tuesday, which I'm not including in this because that's more a music video than a giant 30-minute music video than a movie to me. So I'll include that in a different video. That video would be my favorite David Bowie music videos. But, okay, so yeah. And it was very, very young, very early stages before all the amazing, wholly amazing stuff had happened. So, first we see in this movie, we see a boy in a house. We don't know what he's doing, why he's there, what this is. But then he starts painting a picture. And the more he paints a picture, the more a boy pops up on the picture. So he's painting this boy. Now, it's never explained the significance of this boy to the boy painting the picture, but as the movie goes on, he keeps hearing these noises, and he's like, what is this? And he looks in the window, and there's this crazy-looking person, who's David Bowie, crazy-looking person in the window that most people would call the police if they seen in their window. But he just is like, whatever, continues about his life, painting his pictures like, I must be crazy. So, and then, when the boy gets in his house, though most people still, at this point, would have called the police, he does not call the police. He does the one thing you should never do. He tries to kill the boy. Because people thought it was so violent. But compared to nowadays, it's not really that violent, but for that time being, it was extra violent. And it's because he does all this crazy stuff to him. He hits him in the head with like a statue, and he stabs him, and he just does all this extra stuff that really wasn't needed. I mean, he could have just talked to him. I don't know if he could talk or not, but I mean, Jesus Christ, you could have just been like, what is wrong with you and why are you in my house? But no, he has to kill this boy. So anyways, he keeps trying to kill him. He doesn't die. But then eventually, I guess he throws him down the stairs and they show him bleeding to death or whatever. So I guess eventually he gets rid of the image. Now, the whole point in this movie, for me, is trying to figure out what is the significance of this boy that's in the picture coming to life versus the boy painting the picture. Now, if I look at it from my perspective, I see that maybe they were friends a long time ago, or maybe he loved him or something like that a long time ago, and maybe he died or something, or he did something, and they're not friends anymore, or they don't care about each other anymore, whatever. And that's why the ghost of this boy is haunting him, or the ghost of the memory of him is haunting him. Because at the end, they have him on the floor, being like, why, after he like washes his hands or whatever, and he just has a picture of the boy. And I'm just like, so what was the significance of this boy to him, is what I'm trying to figure out. But like I said, those are my two opinions on what the movie, on what the boy meant to him. And in the end, the image is a cute little, short little movie that you don't really have to put much thought into watching. You can just watch it. It's really short if you just want a video to watch while you're like, I don't know, doing whatever. You can watch it really quick. And it's just like 10 minutes long. So it's just really short, really good, really fun. So it was a good little short film. So there you go.
One time it was, the lights were low.